Well, we started working on a transom today. I'll show you a little bit. You can see we got all the wood out of the transom, ground it all back. This piece of fresh glass right here is where I had to make a repair, right there in the L shape and right there on the other side where the jack plate was pushed through the transom, I guess, whenever it was rotten. You can see here where the jack plate was, and that's where it cracked it. Pushed it all the way through on both sides. So I ground it down really good right in here. Ground it way lower than the actual level of the sheet, and I filled it with one layer of chop strand mat, one layer of woven roving. This is a layer of combination mat, and then another layer of chop strand mat on top. So hopefully it'll be strong enough. We'll see whenever it dries how well it came out, how strong it is, and if we need to, then I'll go back and I'll just put a whole sheet of woven roving across the back, and that should stiffen it up pretty good. Where we're going from here is I got a little bit more grinding to do over there in that corner. All this is ground out really well, so whenever I finish grinding that, then I'll be ready to put the new wood here. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go get a couple of sheets of 3/4 inch Baltic birch, and I'm going to laminate it on a table such as this, probably on some sawhorses or something like that. And I'm going to try to get it as saturated with resin as I possibly can. And then whenever that cures, then I'll put a layer of chopped strand mat, and then a layer woven roving, and another layer of chopped strand mat on both sides of the transom, so that whenever I go to bond it in the boat, I'm going to use peanut butter on the outer skin, peanut butter on the back side of the transom, and bond it in to the existing glass. We're going to clamp that, let that set up and cure, and once that's cured, we'll come in and I'll grind my radiuses for all of my glass, and I'll fill around the edges where there's gaps with peanut butter. I've got some chopped strand fibers here. This is from Fastco. It was fairly cheap. It's 1/4 inch chopped strand fibers, and then we've got some Cabosil to help thicken the resin, and then we've also got, well, you can't really see it like that. We've got 10 pounds of micro balloons, which will make fairing compound and radiuses for the width. See here, this is some 1708 that I'm going to use to skin out one of the pieces of the transom. I'll probably put this between the two layers of 3/4 inch Baltic birch, just for added strength. I don't ever want this transom to rot, break, nothing. I plan on keeping this boat for a while, so hopefully we can get it strong. So from after we get done with the transom, then we've got a little more grinding to do in the bottom of the boat, and we can bed the stringers. Once we get the stringers bed in, then I will laminate the transom to the stringers. Then when I put the outer skin on the stringers, it'll tie it all in so that we have a super strong bond. It's moving pretty slow right now. I made a mistake yesterday. I did that lamination that I just showed you yesterday, and I under catalyzed the resin, so it was still tacky whenever I came in, and there was some air bubbles in it. So I made a decision to grind it all back out, and I made my lamination area bigger so that I didn't have so many hard small dips for air to get behind. And this one came out much better. Excuse me. So yeah, we're moving along. We should be getting a GoPro here soon, so I'll be able to actually video myself working, and hopefully y'all can give me a little bit of insight on maybe some easier ways to do things. I'm kind of winging it over here right now, so I hope y'all are doing well. We're doing well down here. See y'all next time.